Hi everyone, this is question number 5 from chapter 8 of my microeconomics class. So over here we have a this production table. This is the amount of output, and this is the capital input, and this is the labor input. And over here we have the price of labor, $8, and the price of capital, $7. And we can use this table to get everything we have in here, right? We learned how to do that in maybe it was question number 4 from chapter 8. We calculated marginal cost and average variable cost. Over here we have the total variable cost. Of course, we can calculate it if we know the price of labor and the price of capital. However, the question in here is asking us to based on the relationship, which of the following is true regarding the relationship between marginal cost and average variable cost? Okay, it's important to understand, you can't see that from the graph, right? So when we derive the marginal cost, we got a curve like this. So this is marginal cost. And we got something like this, the U-shaped average variable cost, right? So maybe it's easier to visualize it. Over here we have this is the amount of output, and this is marginal cost and average variable cost. Okay, so notice that this is the minimum average variable cost. Any point before this point, you see that average variable cost is higher than the marginal. The opposite is true in here, meaning that marginal cost is higher than average variable cost. Okay, so if you look at the options available here, option A says the marginal cost of production is initially decreasing. Look at it over here. Is it initially decreasing? Yes. So you see in here with output, but eventually increases. This is not bad. This is the situation we have in here. You look at the numbers, yeah. So this is good. B, the average variable cost production is initially increasing now. It actually initially decreases. You see in here, and you can see it using the numbers. So it decreases as well. And then it increases. It looks like it reaches the minimum right here. So B is wrong. The marginal cost production is always less than the average variable cost. The margin, not always. Look at here. So sometimes it's above, and you can see it in the numbers here. So if you look at this level of production, the marginal is higher than the average. So this is incorrect. So the only right answer is A. Okay, the next section. The question is, so let's keep this graph. Using the numbers above, explain the meaning of marginal cost in terms of additional input needed to produce a marginal unit of output. Initially, the number of additional input needed to produce additional output is, well, let's read this question carefully. The number of additional input needed to produce additional output is decreasing. However, after a certain point, the additional input needed to produce additional output increases. More additional. Look at it like this way, right? um, from the table or from the graph, right? So the number of additional input needed to produce additional output is decreasing. So the first unit produces 54. The second unit produces, right? Um, oh, this is the, we're looking at, it's not, sorry, this is the cost. So it cost 54 to produce the first unit. It costs 46 to produce the second unit. So the second unit cost a little bit less than the first unit, which means that the additional input needed, you can think of it from a production table, is less. However, after a certain point, basically after maybe this point right here, right? So you look at the marginal cost. Beyond this level, cost increases, which means that you need more and more input to produce an additional unit of output. So, and therefore, it will cost you more. Remember that we get these curves from the production function, the duality, right? So you can look at the average product curve and the marginal product curve, which is the dual picture or of this thing. Um, Basically, if we move from point 4 to 5, the cost increases, which means that we need more input to produce one additional unit of output. So the last section, I'm not sure if it's the last section, but let's see what's going on here. If the output price was 70, so let's assume that the output price was 70 right here. Okay, the firm would produce, always the golden rule is this: marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. So in this case, marginal revenue is equal to the price that you're receiving. That's the price per unit. The price is 70, right? So right here, so marginal revenue will be equal to marginal cost at this level of production, at 8. So we should produce 8 units until output, because that's where marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. Okay, price equal marginal cost.